Welcome to your weekly entrepreneur tip, the top 3 lessons that every entrepreneur should know. To hear things from entrepreneurs online if you're building an online business, but you're not going to understand it until you're in the thick of it. And that's how I feel, right? So these are my top 3 things that I've learned so far as an entrepreneur that I want to share with you because I've felt the pain. Okay. So the first one is that failing is fine. Failing is fine. If you were a good student in school, getting good grades, you're used to getting good grades, getting approval, studying hard, being great. Entrepreneurship is like that. You want to be the best. You want to, give the best, give your all, do everything perfectly. You're not going to do that. And it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard at first. If you are a perfect student, if you were a good student, it's going to be hard. But entrepreneurship will teach you that failing is fine. It's okay to fail. You're going to do better and you're going to learn and you're going to grow and it's going to be okay. You're not trying to pass a test because we were studying and we were getting good grades and we were passing a test and we were getting, good report cards and all that kind of stuff. But entrepreneurship is not like that. So if you want to become an entrepreneur, you have to learn to fail. That is how you will make it. And I know it's hard to hear. It was very hard for me. I wanted to be perfect. I cannot put anything on my website. I cannot do anything going forward unless it was like top perfect when I first started. But you'll learn that entrepreneurship is not perfection. And if you get stuck on perfection, then you're going to get stuck just in general and not grow your business, right? And that's something that we do not want to do. So the top thing is that failing is fine. Failing is fine. You're perfectly okay to do it, right? Number 2, you hear a lot on the internet, and I've never known what it meant. Because I was like, okay, let me tell you what it is first before I go off on a tangent, right? Don't chase the money. You hear it all the time. I've heard Oprah say it. I've heard Robert Smith say it. I've heard everybody say it, right? Everybody don't chase the money. And I'm like, but entrepreneurship is about making money, isn't it? Isn't it about growing and making money? And it's not. Because my thing, from my understanding and what I've learned from this that I've heard and that I've learned from this year, when not chasing the money means that you'll be jumping from one thing to the next. And that's not a good thing. So say, for instance, you're an online content creator, right? You see some things that are working for some people on TikTok. Then you're like, okay, let me go do that. Then you see something working on YouTube, be like, okay, let me go do that. Then something's working on Pinterest, let me go do that. Something's working on all these other platforms, Twitter, X, LinkedIn. All over the place. People are just doing all the things, right? If you try to chase the money and chase what everybody else is doing, you're not going to be growing. And I realize that, right? It's like, that's not what you want to be doing as an entrepreneur. You think that you're chasing the money and you're going to get the money, but you're actually not. It's actually slowing you down. Knock, knock, Lisa. Got it. Okay, so I got it. Because the thing that'll help you grow as an entrepreneur, instead of chasing the money, to ask yourself, am I happy? Am I happy? Am I okay? Then just do that. And that's what I've learned as an entrepreneur, right? Number 2. Number three entrepreneurial tip that you should know is to add value. So I wake up in the mornings, and as a business owner, my first thing is, or not even just as a regular human being, right? I have my regular human being hat on, and I'm like, how can I add value in the world today? And for me, that means smiling a lot. I smile a lot. I compliment a lot. I just share positive energy with the world, and that's what I do, 100% of the time. So my first thing when I wake up in the morning is adding value. And the first thing as an entrepreneur, we have to think about adding value for our customers and our clients. So before you put out any content, before you send out, think about buying any products to add to your website, before you think about doing anything, Does it add value? That is my number one question in my brain. Does it add value? Does it add value? Because if it does add value, that is going to be helping people. And the more people that you help is the more you grow as an entrepreneur, right? This was supposed to be like a 1-minute video, but I can't. I know, I used to get my report card when I was in school. Lisa is great. She's a great student. She's a great person. She's blah, 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 blah. It's just the chatty. She can't stop talking. All right. But that is the top 3 things that I want to share with you that I've learned this year on my entrepreneurial journey, right? And that last one was add value. Does this add value to the lives of the people that I am serving, that I'm encountering? Even business, no business, do you add value to people's lives in general? Does this add value? That is the question that you should ask yourself before you start any business idea, any business venture, any business, anything. Does this add value? Take those tips and run with it. Entrepreneurial tip of the week.